Pag-upload naman din ako ng mga answer keys, later ma-upload ko siya kasi pinang ko yung assessment natin because kasi lahat na nakapag-quiz eh. So, limited pa yung may bigay kong quiz. Okay. But, mostly, makumpleto naman din natin yan siya for this day. Okay. So, mag-share na po ng screen for our first quiz. So, please take note lang din. Laboratory quiz. Piso natin. So, yung first question, this is a part of the microscope that contains mirrors and allows the body tube to rotate 26 degrees. So, that is called our rotating head. Okay, we're in a modern microscope po nating class. Okay, I hope na sa sunod kapag ipapadraw po kayo ng mga microscope, sa sunod class I hope na hindi na po yung natin, yung gamitin lang natin na reference na microscope is yung mga modern microscope. Okay, wag na natin po gamitin as reference yung mga dating microscope plus kung asan na yung nasa seal pa ng ating department or nasa seal pa ng PAMET. Okay? Please don't use that kind of reference anymore because so iisipin na natin na face out po yung ganyan ng microscope. Kasi kapag yan iisipin mo nating class, we cannot imagine what is or parang hindi tayo we cannot be familiarized with the modern microscope that we can observe sa sa ating school or sa may metric na kayo sa ibang kung mga laboratories natin ng microscope. Okay? We mostly have to reference our pagdrawing sa microscope natin or lahat ng parts nating microscope. We have to reference yung mga modern microscope na. Okay? But mostly hindi na natin pwede sabihin na para i-face out talaga natin yung yung dating microscope because dyan tayo nag-start. At least we can we can study the history of the microscope kung paano siya nag-start and kung sino po yung sino po yung mga persons that is responsible sa pag-create po ng microscope po natin. So without them naman din kasi we have to appreciate their efforts naman. Without them, hindi tayo makaka-view ng mga or parang wala pong medtech wala pong medtech professions. Wala pong medtech profession na mangyayari kapag wala po yung microscope. Hindi dahil sa kanila, pero wala pong medtech profession. Okay. Yan siya. So, other thing class, sa mga modern microscope, okay, we can only observe yung rotating heads sa mga modern microscope. Okay? Rotating heads at both as a body tube na din yan siya. Okay? And that would rotate to 360 degrees. Okay? So, ang function po class, bakit po nag-rotate yung head or nag-rotate yung body tube ng mga modern microscope is to lessen the space that consumed by the microscope. Okay? So, kapag yung lens session natin kapag yung eyepiece session nating class is nakaharap dun sa together with the neck or arm or yung sa stand niya, yun po yung position kung asan i-store natin yung ating microscope because nilelesen yung space na consume niya. Okay, and we can store it efficiently sa mga corridors or sa corridors or sa sa laboratory po natin. Okay, or sa mga boxes o sa mga cabinets. Okay? And this could also reduce the yung hazard ng microscope po natin kung asan kapag yung microscope kasi natin class kapag nakaharap naman siya together with the stage, okay, na-extend po kasi yung eyepiece niya. Okay, na-extend siya pa harap. Okay, and that mostly contributes na increase po yung space makukonsume niya. And then with that, kapag na-extend po siya outside dun sa edge ng ating table, mostly mababangga siya ng ating microscopist and could ultimately damage the microscope. Okay? So, yan po yan siya. So, wala po tayong, hindi po may experience kung paano gagamit ng microscope. Pero at least, siguro, on the, sa mga last year baklas, I hope parang na-introduce pa siguro sa inyo kung paano gumamit ng microscope, no? Sa mga previous subjects. Gamit ko ng microscope sa mga previous subjects niya. Kasi, so, at least, yun, kahit wala pa tayong face-to-face, I hope na medyo familiar na kayo sa microscope. Okay? So, yan siya. And aside from that, this also acts as a body tube na din because normally yung light microscope natin is a compound microscope and the defining term sa compound microscope na class or parang description niya, okay, natawagin na siyang compound microscope because compound microscope is a combination of two set of lenses that magnify each other. Okay? So, most of compound microscope class is dalawa po talaga yung set of lenses niya. Isa for the eyepiece, okay, and isa for the objective lenses. Okay. So, yung sa body tube kasi class, so dito po yung nagpa-pass through yung ating light natin papunta sa ating eyepiece na minamagnify pa natin. Okay. And then, sa ano po natin, sa mga modern microscope, may mga mirrors po tayong makikita dyan. Sa dati po na compound microscope, yung na-create pa ni Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Okay. Ano yan siya, naka-straight lang yan siya. Yung eyepiece natin directly magnifies kasi pa-straight lang talaga siya without mirrors. Dire-diretso siya na mag-magnify diretso sa ating objective lenses. Okay? But sa sa modern microscope natin, okay, nabebend po yung ating microscope, okay. Nabebend po yung ating eyepieces to have a comfortable view on comfortable position to view yung ating specimens. Okay, so naka-curve po yan siya. So at least para ma-view po natin yung ating specimen kasi naka-curve naman po yung ating eyepieces natin. So kailangan natin yung mga mirrors to bend the ating light to mirror the light that to pass through sa ating body tube to the eyepieces hanggang sa ating objective lenses. Okay. Ayan siya. And then the other choices classes hindi na yan siya because revolving nose is houses yung ating set of objective lenses, yung iris diaphragm. This is the one na may mga leaflets to sila, okay? O para may iris yan sila na adjustment where it controls the passage of light papunta sa condenser natin. Objective lenses, so these are set of lenses that these are the set of lenses that has the higher magnification. Then yung stage naman holds yung ating specimen, okay? Specimen slides. So, next question naman is yung set of lenses that produce most of the magnification of the microscope. So, that is yung ating objective lenses. Okay. So, yan po yan sila. Additional info lang. So, mga objective lenses na natin class, yung sa na-research po ninyo ng mga pictures, okay? I've now observed nyo is may mga different colors po tayo naka-etch doon sa ating objective lenses. Okay? So, iba kulay yellow, iba kulay blue, white, and then red. Okay, so as I've encountered sa laboratories or sa mga different microscope, mostly every common may common color na tayo ng each of the objective lenses. And first is yung sa ating scanner. Okay, so sa scanner na objective lens class, so this only have a 40 times magnification. If I'm wrong, 4 times magnification. So with the combination sa ating eyepiece, because ang eyepiece natin has 10 times magnification. So, nag-total po yan siya by 40. Okay, so 40 times magnification. Ang kulay po ng ating lenses natin doon class is, ang kulay po nun is color red. Okay, color red po yan siya. And then, for the low power objective, where ang magnification niya is 10 times, with the combination sa ating, the combination of our eyepiece, so this totals to 100 times magnification. And then, ang kulay naman na naka-etch dun sa etch ring dun sa ating objective lens is kulay yellow. Okay, kulay yellow po yun siya. And then naman sa ating high power objective, so that is 40 times magnification. The combination sa ating eyepiece, so this totals to 400 times magnification. Ang kulay dun sa etch ring niya, okay? Ang etch class is yung parang ano yan siya kasa, ano yan siya? Parang circular, parang naka-encircle dun sa surrounding sa ating objective lens. Okay? Ang kulay po ng high power objective is kulay blue. Okay? Kulay blue po yan siya. And both of them class sa LPO and sa HPO and also yung ating scanner. Okay? Ano siya? We don't use, okay? We don't use yung ating
daog mo kagapon. Ha?
we don't use yung ating class, ano tawag yun
Sila?
we don't use yung ating oil immersion. Kasi wala tuloy ako. We don't use yung ating oil immersion. Okay? We don't use oil immersion on those kinds of objective lens. Okay? We don't use that. Mostly, we can only use yung oil immersion dun sa oil immersion objective lens. So, yung next naman natin yung objective lens class is yung oil immersion objective lens. So, this has a 100 times magnification. The combination sa ating eyepiece, so nag-total po yun siya ng 10 times magnification. Okay? So, ang ano po natin dyan, ganyan. Ang kulay po ng etch ring, that's dun sa ating OYO is sometimes white, sometimes wala pong etch ring, wala tayong etch ring na may observe sa ating class, sa ating oil immersion. Okay? But mostly it's white. Okay? White po yung kulay niya. Or sometimes black. Okay? But mostly yung siya white. Okay? But other objective lenses as yung may most of it is siya parang standard color siya sa each objective lens. So, red for the scanner, yellow for the LPO, blue naman for the high power. Okay, next naman, question number 3. So this holds objectives and allows for easy rotation from one objective to the next. Holds objective and allows for easy rotation from one objective to the next. So that is yung ating revolving nose piece.
Pangit kaya ang motivation. Dili man to nila mga player din.
This holds objectives and allows for easy rotation from one objective to the next. Okay, so yun po yung revolving nose piece natin.
Kung sila lang, kaya ra bro Para sila kung kita ko.
And for the main vertical support, it assembles together with the condenser and in the iris diaphragm. So that is our stage. Okay. So, mostly itong stage din nating class, may mga question din po dyan, may mga description sa stage na ano yun siya, nakakapit po yan siya sa stand ng ating microscope. Okay? So, I hope na mag-differentiate natin sa mga modern microscope po. Meron pong stand na, na part sa ating microscope. Stand, and then, then continuing sa stand is yung arm niya. Okay? You have to differentiate kung ano yung neck or arm, and then kung ano yung stand. Okay? And kung asa nakakapit po yung ating stage is yung sa ating stand. Okay? So, yan po yung ano, yan po yung ating example. Yan po yung ating, ano yan siya, another or modernized ating light microscope. So, yan siya. Okay? And then we have to differentiate the two plus yung neck or arm and sa stage. Because sa care of the microscope, we have to carry the microscope sa arm niya. And then we have to support it with the base. Okay? So, as a student or as a microscopist, we have to know kung asan po tayo hawak sa how to part ng ating microscope. Because that is important part for the care of the microscope. If we manage to identify it, okay, we can ultimately pair the microscope with ease and matatransfer natin siya from one place to another and into store it effectively. Okay, so ang ano po niyang class, because we have to identify kung ano yung neck or arm, because yung neck or arm kasi is nakakapit din kasi yan siya sa ating stand. Okay. So, yan siya. So, may ibang ano kasi, aside from that class is, may mga ano kasi sa mga quizzes din, okay, na questions na kung asan hawakan yung microscope natin beside the stand or sa neck. So, mostly dapat i-carry natin siya sa ating neck. And for us, or for you students, you have to identify it also kung asan banda yung neck or arm, and then yung sa ating stand. Okay. Next, this is used to adjust the lateral separation of the eyepieces of each individual. So, yan yung ating interpupillary control. Okay? So, alam na natin class, magkaiba po yung each of the individual magkaiba po talaga yung distance ng pupils niya or ng eyes nila. Okay? Yung iba, medyo manok-manokon. So, medyo malayo-layo yung kanyang kanilang mata. Okay, so kaya po i-adjust po yan ng ating microscope. Yung iba parang medyo duling, so ma-adjust po yan siya ng ating microscope. Okay, so ano po siya class? Wala pong pinipili yung microscope natin. So lahat po yan is makaka-view. And makaka-observe lang po tayo ng interpupillary control kapag yung microscope natin is dalawa naman yung ating eyepiece. Okay? Wala po tayong makikita ang interpupillary control kapag isa lang yung set ng eyepieces natin. Okay? Obviously, because isa na naman yung gagamitin natin ng eyes. So, hindi na natin kailangan na para i-distance pa natin yung dalawa. And also, connected po yan siya sa next question, yung ating diopter ring. So, diopter ring adjusts the focus of each of the eyepieces for the individual observer to minimize peak. So, yan yung ating diopter ring. So, diopter ring can only be observed or parang kasali nito siya sa part ng ating microscope class kapag dalawa naman din yung eyepieces set. Because ang diopter ring kasi class, parang ano to siya, parang focus adjustment knob, okay, sa ating objective lenses. Okay? So may adjustment tayo sa focus ng ating objective lens, meron din tayong pang focus sa adjustment ng ating eyepieces. Okay? So yung diopter ring class, same na sa ating sa focus knob, in-adjust nila po yung focus ng eyepieces natin because there are certain individuals class na parang may stigmatism siguro yun, parang hindi po pantay yung focus ng dalawang eyes. Yung isa, makaka-focus lang sa malayo, then yung isang mata is makaka-focus lang sa malapit. So, parang ganyan pa yung yung idea po. So, yung diopter ring in-adjust so yung focus of each of the pupils. Okay? Because kung sa focus adjustment knob kasi class, ang napo-focus niya lang is yung objective lens. Okay? But it doesn't change kung ano yung napo-focus sa each of the two set of lenses. So, dyan po yung diopter ring po natin that would adjust the focus of each of the eye lenses. Okay? And same sa ating interpupillary control, okay? pa-observe na po natin ang diopter ring kapag gagamitin po natin is ma-observe na po natin yung diopter ring kapag dalawa naman yung ating eyepieces or eye lenses. Okay? Yun lang po yan siya, class. Observe po natin diopter ring kapag dalawa lang po yung ating eyepieces. Okay? So, yan po yan siya. So, another thing, class, yung diopter ring, discuss din kasi ito siya sa mga sa PAMET convention by Sir Dave Belia. Okay? Ang diopter ring, class, ito yung parang ano yan siya? Parang quality parang quality control or paano yan, pag-adjust sa quality control ng ating microscope. Kasi each individual, magkakaiba po kasi talaga yung ating focus ng ating mata. Okay? So yung diopter ring po, classes yan yung parang nag-adjust sa focus of each of the individual to have a clearer view sa ating specimen. Okay. So, next question. Okay. Next one is yung type of electron microscope. So, this type of electron microscope that gives a two-dimensional image and magnifies the specimen by 140 times. So, that is yung ating transmission electron microscope. Okay, so, itong correct answers dito plus correct na yan siya. Okay, so, kulang lang ako ng N dyan. Okay, nagtaka ako bakit wala nakatama dun sa question number 7 ko. Mali pala yung aking answer key. Okay, pero na correction ko na yan siya, class. Don't you worry. Okay, so basta kung kapag yung question natin na electron microscope that has an high has the highest magnification, so yun po yung ating transmission electron microscope. Okay? And then, as for the question, class, in a normal normal image na mag-view natin sa electron microscope. Okay? Makakabigay po ba ang electron microscope natin ng colored na specimen? Or i-sustain po natin ang ating class, ang ating specimen? Ay, makita po ba tayong color through the electron microscope? You can answer me. Is either yes or no lang. Unmute lang. Pwede makasalita. Makakabigay po ba ng kulay yung electron microscope natin kapag i-sustain yung ating specimen? Yes or no lang? Tulog lang, guys. Yes or no? No. Okay. Very good. It's no. Okay? Yung na-observe niyo, class, na colored images ng electron microscope sa Google Images, mostly it's an artistic view na lang yan siya. Okay? Artistic view na lang yan siya ng ating ng image. Okay? Para appreciate naman siya ng mga non-microscopists natin. Okay? Yan po yan siya. So, normally, black and white lang po talaga yung ating electron microscope because napapile kasi tayo dyan ng electrons sa specimen. Actually, one time lang natin magagamit isang specimen because after na-blast na yan siya ng electrons, mostly nasusunog na din kasi yung specimen natin. Okay? So, yan po yan siya. So, yung color na nakikita mo natin, class is, siya, Photoshop, among term yun, Photoshop. O parang kinulayan na yan siya ng mga, hindi scientists, but graphic designers or mga artists natin. Kinukulayan na lang yan siya para ma-appreciate yan siya ng mga non-microscopists natin. So say sa electron microscope, sa scanning electron microscope po natin, but ang difference lang nito, class, sa transmission, yung scanning natin gives a striking 3D shadowed quality images. Okay? So, di pa natin ma-observe, class, yung parang nag-3D view sa ating mga specimen. Okay? So, dito natin ma-observe kung ano yung shape talaga ng mga hands, mga cells, and iba't ibang kind of microscopic elements. Okay. Next naman is, next two question is muna yung mga type of bright field microscope because all of this, class, itong phase contrast, dark field microscope, polarized microscope. So this originated to sila sa ating compound light microscope. Okay? Lahat sila sa choices natin. galing yan sila sa ating compound light microscope. And because this kind, etong mga different kinds of compound light microscope plus, magkaiba-iba to sila because this reduces or this eliminates yung mga certain factors natin in viewing certain microscopic elements. Kagaya po class ng ating mga unstained cells natin. Okay? Unstained cells, kaya na ino-observe po natin sa urinalysis, okay? Unstained cells class has a transparent body, okay? And they mostly reflect high amounts of light, okay? Nare-refract siya. So, mostly kapag i-observe po natin yung ating mga ating images or ating mga specimens through unstained cells sa ating bright field microscope, mostly mahihirapan po talaga tayo mag-view ng ating specimen. Okay, so isa-stop ng screen na may check lang ng image. Ito sa inyo. Okay, ina-adjust natin yung certain features sa microscope. So mostly sina-change lang for ako kasi di ba talaga kasi nakakita ng phase contrast microscope. But mostly ang change lang kasi yan siya class sa bright field microscope po natin to have this kind of microscope is yung kanyang condenser. Okay? Sa condenser, kapalitan lang yun siya kung asan change siya yung position ng light natin to change yung position ng light na magre-refract siya sa gilid ng ating cells to have a contrast, have a hard contrast sa ating cells. Okay? So in a normal view, ito po sa ating class, ito po sa ating bright field microscope. Mostly ito is ma-observe naman siya, okay, sa mga experienced microscopists. But for the students or inexperienced microscopists, mostly yung mga ganitong mga microscopic elements is hindi siya ma-view agad, okay? Or parang makuti pa or parang ma-mislook siya ng ating mga inexperienced microscopists because they have high translucency and mostly nare-reflect niya yung mga lights natin or parang didiretso lang siya papunta sa ating eyepieces and hindi natin ma-observe yung contrast na image. Okay? So, in order to remove this factor or eliminate this factor, okay, or eliminate this challenge, we'll be using yung ating you will using ating phase contrast illumination where the ma-observe kasi natin siya plus ini-illuminate kasi yung parang yung shape ng ating microscopic element. Okay. So this gives a hard contrast sa ating cell. So may po siya ma-mislook ng mga inexperienced microscopists natin. And this mostly helpful naman din plus sa mga RBC, okay, RBC elements sa ating urine. Okay? Kung asan yung mga RBCs sa nating class, they are hard to observe normally sa ating sa ating microscope. Okay? Ayan siya. And there are certain organelles din class na kagaya ito sa amoeba na to. There are certain organelles that we can observe sa certain types of amoeba. So yan yung ating isang example po nito is yung ating vacuole. I think this is a vacuole, okay. Vacuole ng ating ciliate or ng ating amoeba. Okay, ito po yan siya sa ating bright field microscope. So as you can see, hindi siya mostly ma-appreciate sa ating bright field microscope. But if you will be using yung ating phase contrast illumination, mostly ma-observe natin yung large vacuoles inside sa ating amoeba. Okay, so yan siya. So next question naman. So sa next question, didiretso ko na lang change lang yung kanyang condenser na mag-iiba po yung illumination niya or mag-iiba po yung refraction ng light niya. Okay? So, imbis po na yung po natin, yung specimen, ang specimen is yung magda-darken. Okay? yung sa honor natin sa dark field microscope, yung specimen naman yung umiilaw. So this is mostly helpful in detection of Treponema pallidum or yung mga spirochetes natin sa mga patients with syphilis. Okay? So yan siya. So here, so this is an example ng ating bacteria. So this is a spirochete or Treponema pallidum that causes yung ating syphilis. Okay? So, yan siya. So, mostly helpful po itong dark field microscope class sa ating Treponema pallidum because mahirap pong i-identify ang Treponema pallidum or spirochete sa class sa sa normal o bright field microscope because they have this na parang medyo maninipis kasi sila class and mostly yung mga light is mag-pass through lang normally outside sa ating outside o mag-pass through lang directly siya sa ating bacteria and mostly may miss out natin sila. So with the help sa ating dark field microscopy, i-illuminate niya each individual spirochetes natin na at least wala tayong may miss out. Okay, so yan siya. Ayun ang dark field microscopy. So kasi dark field microscopy is yan siya. Ang illuminate na yung specimen natin imbis yung ating yung background niya. So that is yung sa ating lab week 1 quiz. So next naman is yung sa lab week 1 na quiz naman.
Masih gak katulong.
Phospholipids, cholesterol, and proteins with oligosaccharides chains abundantly linked to many of the phospholipids and proteins. Okay? So yan siya. All of these are correct except dito sa plasma lemma natin. Okay? This is incorrect. Different spelling niya. Next question. So it is a combination of saccharides and a group of fats that are found in the cell membrane. So that is called as our glycolipids. A saccharides class is carbohydrate groups of molecules yan sila. Okay? So, sabihin naman din natin na saccharide, siya? Protein with a saccharide group. So, tawag na naman natin is glycoprotein. Okay? Ayan siya. And glycocalyx naman classes, this is, there's a, what do you call this, a group of saccharides that is extended to the glycolipid receptors. Okay? Ayan siya. So, pag sabihin natin na saccharides with a protein with a saccharide group, so tawag naman natin is glycoproteins. Okay? So, yan siya. So, anything na may saccharides there, pag sabihin natin may glycolipids, sabihin nakakabit sa kanila na saccharide groups or carbohydrate groups. Or another thing, minsan interchangeably used din siya is sugar groups. Okay? Tapos sabihin natin carbohydrates or iba class na minigay ko sa question as CHO. Okay? Pag CHO, ibig sabihin carbohydrates din yan sila. Okay? Kung if maalala niyo po yung chemical maalala niyo po yung mga elements sa ating sugar, it's mostly composed only by carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay? Then kung sabihin naman din nating class ng CHON, okay? Ang meaning po ng N class is nitrogen. Okay, so kapag may nitrogen na po ang class ng CHO, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, protein na po yan siya ng kanyang molecule. Because protein is composed of nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay. Yan siya. The cell membrane that envelopes every eukaryotic cell consists of phospholipid, cholesterol, cell wall, and proteins with oligosaccharide chains combinedly linked to many phospholipids and proteins. Okay, actually falls to siya class kapag sinabi kong human eukaryotic cell. But if actually wala naman din wala pong cholesterol sa ating sa ating plant. Okay? Wala pong cholesterol doon. And mostly cell wall is only applicable yan siya kapag sa mga plant-based eukaryotic cell po tayo. Okay? And kasali din po dyan is yung mga fungus po natin. May cell wall din po yan sila. Okay? So, yun. So, mostly false pa rin yung answer po nito. Okay? So, wala po tayong cell wall sa normal eukaryotic cells natin sa human body. Okay? Ang cell walls, nakikita lang siya sa ating fungus or sa mga plant-based cells natin. Okay. Next. Okay. So, there are different types of pag-transport ng molecules through sa ating cell membrane, pag-diffuse ng ions sa ating membrane. So, that is ating carriers, channels, and diffusion. Okay? Kung sabihin natin class, so sa question is, nagdi-diffuse po yung fat-soluble through the membranes. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi mo niya po kailangan ng protein class na makapasok lang siya readily sa ating cell membrane. Ang tawag po dun sa process na is diffusion. Okay? So, most yung mga lipophilic or yung mga fat-soluble molecules can easily diffuse through sa ating cell membrane because yung ating cell membrane class is consists of a phospholipid. Okay? With the word lipid, sabihin, may fats po tayo doon na may fats po na molecules doon sa ating cell membrane. And as you observe, kapag po natin, there is a polarity in regard sa ating there is a polarity sa oil and sa ating water. Di ba, alam naman natin class, hindi po mag-mix yung ating oil and water, di ba? Alam naman natin yun. So, kailan siya sa principle ng ating cell membrane. So, mostly, kapag lipid-based yung molecules na yan, makapasok lang siya readily also dun sa cell membrane. And then, kung water molecules, okay, hindi siya basta-basta makapasok sa ating cell membrane. But ultimately, kaya pa rin ang water molecules makapasok sa cell membrane, but slowly lang, as you read dun sa references natin sa ating book. Okay. Ayan siya. Okay, so diffusion. And then for the question 5, this is the blank describes the structure of the plasma membrane as a mosaic component, including phosphoric acid, cholesterol, proteins, and carbohydrates that gives the membrane a fluid character. So this yung yung fluid mosaic model po natin. It's a fluid mosaic model. Ang explanation na po nito, kasi ang cell membrane po nating class has a fluidity na kung asan they can selectively filtrate or selectively pick certain molecules na pwede mo ka-pass through sa cell membrane. Okay, so parang fluid lang siya class, or ayan siya parang yan tawag niya na green term yun parang siya dapat flexible yun sa term. Parang flexible din siya kung sinong pwedeng papasok, kung sinong pwedeng papasok or sinong hindi pwedeng papasok. Okay, ganyan lang yan siya. So, parang fluid po yung ating cell membrane class kung asan na kahit kung asan pili-pili lang po niya kung sino pa pwedeng papasok. But at least meron na papasok. Okay. So there are different kinds of endocytosis. Okay, endocytosis, all of which lahat po dito class is ang dala po dito is endocytosis. Itong transcytosis class, hindi po yan siya endocytosis okay. Ang transcytosis class, so this is a movement of vesicle. This is a movement of vesicle that is originated from soluble substances, okay, or dissolved substances. Okay, yan po yan siya. Pag endocytosis class, ang meaning po niyan, kapag nag-start siya, kung asan may gi-engulf yung cell membrane natin, pasok sa ating cells. Ang transcytosis class, hindi siya endocytosis, kung asan na may na-engulf siya sa labas. Ang transcytosis class is pag-transport lang ng vesicle from one part of the cell to the other. Okay? Yan siya. And for the question 6, so this is a type of endocytosis that often depends on specific peripheral proteins on the cytoplasmic side of the membrane. Okay? So, yan po yan siya. So, this type of endocytosis class is may mga receptors to sila, may mga ligands, okay, specific, that has a specific receptor to certain molecules before sila na-engulf. Okay? Mostly evident din po to sila sa mga sa mga macrophages natin, okay, that needs certain receptors before nila kailangan na i-engulf yung certain foreign bodies, kaya ng mga antigens natin and the likes. Okay, so kapag specific peripheral proteins, may mga peripheral classes yung nasa nasa periphery niya. Okay, specific peripheral proteins sa side membrane. So kapag may kakabit po dyan sa class, specifically, magsa-start lang po yung endocytosis. Pero pag phagocytosis class, okay, so wala po silang pili, okay, wala po silang pili, so kung ano lang yung malalapitan niya, i-engulf niya. Okay, so yan siya class. And then, to differentiate the two, yung ating phagocytosis and pinocytosis, ang phagocytosis class is engulfed of large foreign bodies. Sa pinocytosis class, so this engulf naman is yung mga dissolved substances or mga molecules ang talaga yung ina-endocytose niya. Ang phagocytosis class, okay, aside sa in-engulf niya large foreign bodies, ang nangyayari sa phagocytosis class is nag-extend pa yung cell membrane natin to engulf the foreign bodies or yung tinatawag natin na pseudopods ng ating mga macrophages para ma-cover thoroughly yung ating foreign bodies. Next naman, a process vesicle that transfers dissolved the substance across the cells. So that's yung ating transcytosis. And then, ito naman yung sa mga transmembrane proteins. So these are a type of protein, a type of transport of ions that forms pores through which ions or small molecules pass selectively. So yan yung ating channel. But carriers naman class, same na to sa ating channels, but they needed na parang magbabind pa siya ng certain structural or certain morphology ng ating proteins before sila makapass through sa before sila makapass through sa pore. Okay? So, mostly ma-imagine natin sa image, but I can't give it to you now. Kung sa channels class, parang pore lang to siya o parang may nilagyan ng butas sa ating cell membrane. And doon po class, kung sino pong kakasya doon sa butas na yun lang din po yung pwede makapasok. And for the carriers naman, kung sino po yung kakasya lang doon sa kung sino pong pwedeng kakasya doon sa lock ng ating carrier protein, yun lang din pong pwede makapasok. Yan siya. Okay. As naman is yung mga different kinds of organelles. So, this type of organelle is prominent in cells specialized for protein secretion. So, that is yung ating rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. So, mostly observable po tayo yung rough endoplasmic reticulum class. Okay. Sa po natin, sa mga protein, sa actively secreting proteins sa mga cells natin. Okay? Rough endoplasmic reticulum, because rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ating ribosomes. Yung ribosomes natin that contributes to the formation of certain kinds of proteins. Okay? So, ayan po yan siya. As naman, this type of organelle completes the post-translational modification of proteins producing the RER and then packages and addresses this protein to their proper destination. So, ang ginagawa ng Golgi apparatus class, ganito po yan siya. Kung saan kinukompleto niyo yung pag-fold ng mga proteins natin, okay, to give it a complete protein and to serve and to be exocytosed to different and to the surrounding cells to produce yung example is to produce yung extracellular matrix or to produce yung mga certain lysosomes to hydrolyze or to kill certain foreign bodies or or other lysosomes that will be exocytose and destroy other tissue or destroy other tissue, tissue matrix. Okay, so I think that's end of our review na ating quiz. So, we'll continue this some other time. I-upload ko lang po yung ating answer key sa ating Schoology. Okay. So, i-distribute ko lang yan siya by folder. Okay. Distribute by folder kung asan yung week 1, doon ko na siya upload, and kung week 2, doon ko siya upload din.